Hello there. Welcome to Sleep Mode, bedtime stories and guided sleep meditations for gamers. Presented by Glitch Creative Labs. Please be sure to not listen to this recording while driving, operating heavy machinery, or while playing any type of online multiplayer gaming experience. The goal of each Sleep Mode session is to guide you into a state of pure relaxation so you can put down the controller and get some rest after a long day of work or play. So please, find a nice, comfortable space that is free from distractions where you can enjoy a moment to relax and hopefully get some restful sleep. The use of headphones is recommended, but not necessary. Laying down on a cozy bed is preferable, but you may also choose to experience sleep mode while sitting on your favorite couch or gaming chair if you wish. We are not here to judge. Now then, let's catch some Z's. Prepare to experience sleep mode, Animal Crossing New Horizons, a relaxing bedtime story for gamers. In 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Dream Suite, the premier destination for dream walking enthusiasts. Usually, our senior Dream Suite attendant, Luna, would guide you on your journey. But for this visit, Luna has been kind enough to let me guide you instead. As a Dream Suite attendant in training, I take my position very seriously. So let me make sure that all of your paperwork is in order before we begin. Okay, now let's take a look here. It seems that you're about to take a flight to Opal Sands to begin a new life with the Nook's Island Getaway Package. It must be nice to get a fresh start in an all-new environment. I'm certain that you will enjoy your experience. But before you hop on your Dodo Airlines flight to Opal Sands, allow me to prepare you for your journey with a quick, guided relaxation exercise that will transition you into a more comfortable state of mind. If you would like to skip this section, fast forward to about 7 minutes and 30 seconds. It's just like time traveling by changing the system clock on your Nintendo Switch. Let's begin. First, let's start by doing a nice long stretch across your relaxation space. Then allow your body to fall into a naturally comfortable position that feels just right for you. Let's take a mental inventory of the sensations your body is experiencing at the moment. Perform a slow scan, beginning from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your tootsies. What do you feel? Maybe you have a bit of soreness in your legs, or a small amount of stress roaming the corridors of your mind. Let's see if we can't relieve some of that negative energy so you can enjoy this session to the fullest degree. We'll begin by quieting your mind, something that is admittedly easier said than done. Just listen to my voice, and we'll do our best. Instead of letting your mind race from one topic to another, close your eyes and try to imagine a small point of light located around the bridge of your nose. Focus all of your attention on this singular point in space. This will act as a default position that will anchor your thoughts. If you find your mind starts to drift off again, realign yourself to your mental anchor. Let the muscles in your face slowly begin to relax. Now allow your jaw to unclench. Follow this up by mentally releasing the tension stored in your cheekbones and your forehead. Let's take a deep breath from your nose for about 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now hold it in for 7 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Finally, breathe out from your mouth for 8 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Repeat this process. Breathe in from your nose. Now hold it in for 7 seconds. And exhale for 8 seconds. As your breathing begins to return to its natural rhythm, feel yourself sinking downwards as oxygen travels its way across your entire body. Each passing moment, you become heavier and heavier and even more relaxed. Feel your breath radiating out from your lungs to your arms, then your stomach, your back, and finally, your legs and feet. Allow warm, positive energy to unravel all points of stress and tension stored within you, leaving behind only the sleepiest of tingling vibrations. You open your eyes and find yourself in the cabin of a small seaplane that is gracefully soaring through the wispy clouds. The slight drone of the engine gently rocks you as a voice rings out from the intercom system.
Good morning, DAL passengers. This is your Captain Wilbur. We are about to make your descent to Opal Sands. It's a beautiful spring day, and the local temperature is around 72 degrees Fahrenheit, with just a couple of clouds lingering in the sky. And here's a little bit of FYI while you FLY. The local Cherry Blossom Festival will take place tonight. I even hear that there will be a special live performance by the legendary KK Slider. So we ask that you put your trays and your seat in the upright position as we prepare to make our landing. Thank you for flying Dodo Airlines, and we hope you enjoy your stay in Opal Sands or wherever your final destination may take you.
The plane makes its landing, and it would appear that you have finally arrived. You gather your belongings with much anticipation and head to the exit, where you're greeted by a blue dodo, manning, or would it be birding, the ticket desk at this admittedly small airport. He greets you. Thank you for choosing Dodo Airlines. The crew may be flightless, but that doesn't mean you have to be. Please enjoy your stay. Well, it seems that your island adventure begins the moment you step through those airport doors. Are you ready to do your part to make this island more than just a home? As you walk past the threshold of the doorway, you're immediately caressed by a pleasantly cool sea breeze that has just a hint of ocean water and the smell of sweet peaches. You step foot on a wooden dock surrounded by crystal clear blue water as you make your way to a sign that reads, "Welcome to Opal Sands." And underneath this sign is a little black and white dog with a single brown spot over his right eye. He appears to be taking a lazy springtime nap. Common knowledge tells you to let sleeping dogs lie. You'll need directions to the resident service building to find out where you'll be staying while on the island. Hopefully, he won't mind you waking him up from his nap for some quick directions. You slowly walk up to the sleepy good boy and gently tap him on the shoulder to wake him from his nap. Ooh. Huh? How did I get on the ground? Thanks for waking me up, new friend. I must have gotten too excited about the Cherry Blossom Festival tonight and needed a nap. Yip yip. You look like the type of person that always has lots of snacks. The bugs that live under my floor say that I'm a great judge of character, and I know we're going to become best friends. My name is Bones. What can I do for you? You explain that you're new to the island and that you could use some directions to resident services. I thought you looked lost. No worries. I get lost all the time, but I can show you where to go. That's easy. Follow me. Yip yip. You follow your neighbor to your destination while taking in some of the sights and sounds around the island. Yeah, this place is pretty great. We have a museum that's filled with tasty looking fish and big old dinosaur bones, a tailor shop that has clothes and fun hats. We even have Nook's Cranny, a local market that sells all sorts of neat stuff. And if you get sleepy from walking around all day, you can just take a nap at the beach or under a tree. Yip yip. Oops, it looks like we're here. Good luck, new friend. I'll see you at the Cherry Blossom Festival. As you walk up to the Resident Services building, you see that it is indeed festively decorated for a festive festival. Try saying that 3 times fast. Delicate cherry blossom petal wreaths and banners dress a small stage in the middle of the building's courtyard and the surrounding areas. There's a subtly sweet aroma floating in the air, and even more pink blossoms can be seen blooming in the trees. Breathtaking, isn't it? A voice calls out. You must be Opal Sands' newest resident. My name is Tom Nook. It's a pleasure to meet you. He gives you a polite wave as a look of concern begins to fill his eyes. I'm so sorry. Normally, I would give you the grand tour of the island and hold a welcoming ceremony for new residents. But I'm in a rather thorny situation. Yes, rather thorny. You see, tonight is Opal Sands' first annual Cherry Blossom Festival, sponsored by Nook Inc., featuring the musical stylings of the great KK Slider. The terrible thing is, we can't seem to find KK. I fear that he may be lost on the island, and we can't have our festival without a musical act. Not to mention the number of bells it took to throw this little springtime shindig. If we can't find KK before the festival begins, I am never gonna financially recover from this. Will you do your new home a favor and help us find the wayward KK? I promise that I'll make it worth your while. Now, a few of your fellow villagers are already searching for him. Their names are Anka, Apollo, and Pietro. You can't miss them. Anka is a yellowish gold cat. Apollo is a rather large bald eagle. And Pietro is, well, Pietro is different. Now please, join the search while I stay here and make sure all preparations are ready to go. I wish you the best of luck. Your island is counting on you. Wow, you've just arrived at your new home, and already you are called to serve your community. It's best that you begin the search right away. Your quest to find the missing KK slider is turning into a very pleasant stroll across the island. But there's no time to daydream about the future, because you have just stumbled upon a clue to the missing singer's location. A small journal lies in the deep green grass. Could this be KK's? I'm sure the owner wouldn't mind us just taking a quick peek. Let's see what we can find between the pages. You gently open the journal. The first page reads, Property of KK Slider. Well, this is definitely very lucky. We'll just flip through a few pages to see if he left any clues of his whereabouts. Dear Journal, just came up with a sweet new jam. It's all light and bubbly. You know, like bubble gum. Whoa. I think I know what to name this track. No, that's not the right page. Maybe you should look at the last journal entry. It says, Just landed in Opal Sands. It's a pretty groovy place. I got a big gig tonight. But with the place this rad, how can I not take time to explore a little bit? The plot thickens. I heard a few of the local cool cats and kittens talking about a secret beach to the north. Sounds like the perfect place for this dog to chill before the show tonight. Groovy. So he's at the secret beach. But where is this hidden oasis? KK, where are you? Meow. Come on out, buddy. You have a show tonight. Pa. That's right, mon ami. Come out, wherever you are. Honk, honk. Those voices, they must be the search party that Tom Nook was speaking of. A small cat, a large eagle, and a brightly colored nightmare creature emerge from the trees. And it seems that they haven't had much luck finding the wayward KK. Oh, who do we have here? Meow. You quickly explain to the group the very important job you've been given by Mr. Nook and tell them all about what you read in the journal. It's a pleasure to meet you, newbie. I'm Apollo. This is Anka and Pietro. Buongiorno, new friend. That means happy giorno in Italian, by the way. Honk, honk. Anywho, the beach you're talking about is a short walk north of here. You check there, and we'll check the other side of the island just to be sure. Well, there's no time to waste. You should make your way to the secret beach. You begin to hear the sounds of gentle ocean waves in the distance. The beach must be close by. Just past the trees is a little tunnel leading you through the wall of a hill. A cool looking white dog with impossibly large eyebrows sits on a rock, strumming an acoustic guitar. Don't just stand there, friend, he says. Cop a seat and enjoy the righteous vibes of nature with me. It's not every day that a celebrity asks you to take a load off with them. It might be a great idea to take him up on his offer. You find a nearby piece of driftwood and have a seat next to the famous pup. This is the life. You're so lucky to live in a place like this, friend. What more can a person ask for? The wind in your face, the sounds of the ocean, and just a little bit of warm sunshine. It's just the right spot to take your mind off the world and find some inner chill. You know what I mean? So what can I do you for? You explain that you've been sent to look for him, and Tom Nook was worried about the Cherry Blossom Festival performance. Groovy, I catch your vibes. I'm sorry if I caused you any static, friend. I just like to clear my head before a gig. It gives me time to gather my karma and write a few lyrics down. The only problem is, I can't seem to find my diary/songbook anywhere, you dig? You remembered your discovery from earlier and pull out the lost journal to hand over to KK. Well, look at that. You saved my bacon, friend. Way to do your part for the creative process. Wow, you found me and my diary. Opal Sands is lucky to have you. It looks like the sun is getting pretty low. Let's make our way back to town. There are some tunes that need to be played. The bright blue spring skies give way to a warm, starry night. The Cherry Blossom Festival is in full swing as KK Slider takes the stage. Hello, Opal Sands. It sure is rad to be here to help you celebrate the start of spring. I want to give a special shout out to my new friend over there for helping me find my zen. This one goes out to you and to all of the hip cats and kittens in this awesome town. You feel the energy around you burst with excitement and a sensation of renewal. With the slightest tapping of Tom Nook's toe beans on your shoulder. Great work out there. It's good to know that I can count on you to do your part to help our little community grow. Listen, I'm sorry I made you work so hard on your first day in town, but I'm happy that it gave you a chance to get a little taste of life here on our island. As a way to say, welcome home to Opal Sands, here is a key to your brand new house. You take good care of it, and it'll take good care of you. And if you ever feel like you've outgrown your space, let me know, and I can give you a good deal on some home upgrades. Hopefully, the rest of the spring season will prove to be a bit more relaxing. But that is the nature of life. You can always expect the unexpected. Now please stick around and enjoy the show. Well, look at that. You've got a letter in the mail. I wonder who it could be from.
Hey, sweetie, it's Mom. I hope you're having a great time in your new home. Can you believe it's already August? Well, your dad and I have had a pretty fantastic summer so far, but we do miss you very much. Just remember to always be yourself and do your best to help those around you in your new town. That's the secret to making lifelong friends. Well, I gotta go. Your dad is about ready to light the barbecue, and I better have a fire extinguisher just in case. We don't want a repeat of the 4th of July fiasco. I love you and wish you the best. I'll write you again very soon. Love, Mom.
It's another summer morning in Opal Sands. The town is growing more and more each day as you fall into a comfortable routine of watering flowers, hitting rocks with shovels, and shooting mysterious presents floating on balloons out of the sky. Who keeps sending those? You could say that you've really grown to love island life and the new friends that you've made over the past few months. Yes, even Pietro. Psst, mon ami, over here, honk, honk. Oh, speak of the devil. You see Pietro sneakily calling you from behind a hibiscus bush. Yep, absolutely no red flags going up here. Hurry, I have a very important mission for you. You casually walk up to the talking bush to hear what it has to say. Okay, good. You know Bones, yes? Well, today is his birthday, and we're gonna throw him a surprise party. But we need you to get him out of the house for a few hours so we can set up the party. Honk honk. Do you accept this urgent mission, mon ami? You nod in agreement. The weather is nice, and you are actually planning on doing some fishing today. Plus, it would be awesome to do something nice for a friend on their special day. Excellent. I knew we can count on you. Just keep him busy until you see fireworks in the sky. That'll be your cue to bring him home and start the party. We'll see you then. It looks like you get to spend the day doing a good deed for a friend. You better make your way to Bones' house to start the surprise. You walk your way over to Casa de Bones, a little brown shingled house, and knock on the door. No answer. You give the door another knock and begin to hear a few muffled footsteps coming from inside as the door slowly begins to creak open. Bones appears in the doorway, his eyes looking a little puffy and red. Hello. What can I do for you? You wish him a heartfelt happy birthday and ask him what's the matter. Thank you so much, dear friend. Oh, it's nothing. Yip yip. I just get a little lonely during my birthday. I always miss my family on my birthday. And honestly, you're the only person in town that seems to have remembered that today is my birthday. So I was just going to spend my day reading and talking to my bug friends. You lift up your arms to show him a pair of fishing poles that you just crafted and invite him for a bit of fishing off the pier. You want me to go fishing with you? And you made me a pole too? I would love to go. Thank you so much. Yip yip. Just let me grab some snacks and we can go catch some fishies. Fishing poles and snacks in hand, the two of you set off on a fishing adventure. But little does Bones know of what surprise that will be waiting for him when he comes home. You make your way to the pier just outside of town. The crystal blue water sparkles in the sunlight as schools of fish swim past its wooden beams. The two of you find a comfortable spot, then cast your lines into the sea, each one making a small splash as the bobbers touch the water. Wow, it's so nice and peaceful out here. Yip yip. I used to go fishing with my dad all the time back home. You know, I have 7 brothers and sisters. But when my dad took me fishing, it was like we were the only ones in the world. But not that I'm complaining. I love having a big family. So thank you for taking me here, 'cause right now it feels like we're the only ones on the island. Even if we don't catch any fishies, I think this just might be the best birthday ever. As Bones finishes his sentence, a forceful tug begins to shake at his line. I got one. The ocean is giving me a present. Yip yip. He begins to reel in his line as a very large shadow makes itself known to the surface of the water. The fish is putting up a huge fight, but this little dog seems to have everything under control. And with one final pull, the fish comes straight out of the ocean in a shower of briny water as it splashes onto the wooden boards. Wow, what is it? You take a closer look, and it appears to be a sea bass. A sea bass? I bet no one has ever caught one of those before. The two of you spend a few precious hours on the pier, talking about the past and reeling in a fish here and there as the sun begins to slowly set. And there's your cue. You remember what Pietro said. It's officially time to get Bones back to his house for his surprise party. Oh, look, firecrackers. How pretty. Yip yip. Brilliant bursts of red, green, and blue begin to fill the sky as you gather up your gear for the journey back. Oh, are we done already? Well, you're right. It would be a good idea to go get some more snacks to watch the firecrackers. Come on, let's hurry home so you can get back and watch the show. The two of you hurry back to his house. The smile on his face is priceless as he fumbles to unlock the door. Wow, it's really dark in here. Who turned out all the lights? The moment Bones finishes his sentence, the lights turn on, revealing his entire home, filled with colorful birthday decorations, and the smiling faces of all his friends in Opal Sands. Surprise! They shout in unison. What? For me? Tears of happiness begin to well up in his eyes, as an even bigger smile begins to paint his face. I thought you all forgot. Anka begins to speak. Of course not, darling. We could never forget about you. That's right, mon ami. We even had our friend here get you out of the house so you wouldn't be alone while we decorate for the party. Honk honk. Bones turns to you in amazement. I can't believe you went through all of this trouble just for me. You're totally my best friend. Thank you so much. He wraps his little paws around you as you feel a few teardrops fall on your shirt. Oh, come on now, Apollo says with an uncharacteristic grin on his face. It's time to party. The rest of the night is filled with music and laughter. Bones tells everyone about all the big fishies you caught together as more guests begin to fill his home. You can feel the love radiate across the walls of the house. It's amazing just how much joy can stem from a single act of kindness. Never forget the importance of lifting up those who need a little boost. As the party begins to wind down, you find yourselves sitting on the beach, watching the summer fireworks show. As a familiar voice begins to speak. Great work today, Island Superstar. Tom compliments as he walks up to you with a new face standing next to him. Oh, terribly sorry. Where are my manners? This is Isabel. She'll be assisting me in making Opal Sands an even better resort destination. The adorable gold-colored pup begins to speak. It's a pleasure to meet you. I hope we can become good friends, she says with a bow. It looks like we have a ways to go, but as long as we have such caring residents like you, I know we'll have a 5-star island in no time. Your island family grows bigger every day. As the night comes to a close, you say your goodbyes and begin to head home. It's been only a few months since you've come to Opal Sands, but this island and its residents are already becoming so close to your heart. Soon the warm summer days will turn into chilly autumn nights. What new adventures await you in the coming months?
Hey, sweetheart. It's Mom again. Ready for the coziest and spookiest season of them all. Ever since I was a little girl, my friends and I would get all dressed up in our scariest costumes and paint the town red in search of candy. Goodness help those that refused us our candy. It really was a magical time. So what I'm trying to say is get out there and enjoy a spooky adventure. Oh, and if you see Jack, the pumpkin-headed czar of Halloween, give him my best regards. All the best, Mom. P.S. Your dad's eyebrows are finally starting to grow back. We were getting worried there for a moment.
It's Halloween night in Opal Sands, the spookiest day of the year, filled with so many opportunities to have fun, and not to mention, fill yourself with glorious candy. I wonder if Jack will indeed grace the town with his spooky presence. Wouldn't that be something? As you enjoy your twilight walk, something catches your eye. A faint glow coming from behind a nearby tree. What could this be? You think to yourself. Well, Mom did say to have yourself a spooky adventure. You slowly sneak your way through the forest trees, and to your shock, you discover something ghostly indeed. A round floating specter hovers before your eyes. It seems a little lost in thought as it slowly turns to face you. It's a ghost, it cries as it breaks apart into tiny pieces of iridescent orbs that scatter in all directions, leaving behind a tiny ghost orb with a face. Oh no, not again. I'm sorry, stranger. I just thought you were a ghost. It is Halloween and all, and I expect that this town is full of them tonight. Can I ask you a favor? My name is Whis, and I heard that Jack, the Czar of Halloween, was visiting this town tonight. I just wanted to see if he was really real, so I came to find out for myself. But that plan seems to have changed, because as you see, I've lost all of my spirit. I don't want to stay like this forever. So will you please help me find, well, myself? You are the one that scattered me after all. So, will you help? A Halloween ghost hunt. Sounds like fun. You nod in agreement. Thank you so much. Look over there. It's part of my spirit. Oh, what luck. You turn your head to see a glowing orb of ectoplasmic energy floating around one of the trees. Hurry, get a net and grab it. You do have a net, don't you? As a matter of fact, you just crafted a net this morning. It does make a pretty good candy bag after all. You equip yourself with your net and slowly sneak up to the orb. Carefully, carefully. You close your eyes and swing the net down with a well-timed strike. As you slowly open your eyes back up, you're treated to the sight of one captured spirit orb. It's cool to the touch as you place it in your pocket. Okay, one down and 4 more to go. Let's get shaken and find those spirits. The night grows dark and spooky as you and your new ghostly companion hunt for wayward spirits. With some luck, you've been able to find 3 more orbs along the way. One was gazing into the window of Nook's Cranny, silently watching Timmy and Tommy selling candy to the residents of Opal Sands. Another one found itself inside the museum, giving Blathers quite the fright. He apparently thought that it was an impossibly large firefly. He only fainted twice and was very happy to be rid of it. The next one was found inside the Able Sisters tailor shop, perusing the fine selection of clothes. Apparently, Mabel was too busy selling Halloween costumes to notice, and Sable rarely takes her snout away from her sewing machine. So it was captured without incident. All that's left is the final spirit, but locating it has been a bit of a struggle. Oh no, where could it be? Wisp says in a disheartened tone. I don't want to stay like this forever. What would all the other ghosts think? While it is true that the two of you have searched almost the entire island looking for the last missing spirit, you recall a certain spot that you haven't searched just yet. A very special place that you stumbled upon the day you arrived at Opal Sands. The secret beach. You decide to head there at once. After a short but familiar walk, you arrive at the beach. It's just the way you remember it, with one very important exception. There's a shady-looking boat docked on the shore of the beach. Look, there it is, Wisp says excitedly. The wandering spirit orb drifts along the shoreline, then makes a sudden turn to enter the cabin of the ship. It went inside. I wonder if the owner would mind us taking a look. Well, it looks like you have no choice but to enter the mysterious vessel to obtain the final piece of Wisp's ethereal spirit. The inside of the boat is no less shady from the outside. The lights are dim, and stacked crates filled with items from unknown origins line the walls. And from out of the shadows steps a small red fox. Well, what do we have here? He says with a sly smile. 2 new cousins have made their way to Red's glorious treasure trawler. And may I say, dear cousins, you've come at the right time, because I have just acquired a one-of-a-kind item, the mysterious Orb of Mystery. Red pulls out a mason jar containing the final piece of Wisp's spirit. cool to the touch and floats on its own like magic. Where did it come from? Where will it go? Surely it shall remain a mystery for the ages, and it can be yours for the low, low price of 1,000,000 bells with our special cousin discount. Wisp excitedly speaks up. You have a deal, mister. You stare in wonder at Wisp's negotiation skills and sadly realize that you just spent most of your bells on a basement expansion for your house, so you're a bit strapped at the moment. Red's nose never lies, and it smells some pretty light pockets right now, doesn't it? Actually, I don't have pockets, Wisp proudly replies. But I really need that to become whole again, Mr. Red. Well, cousin, it sounds like you're having one heck of an existential crisis. I completely understand the need to have this unique item. So I'll make you a deal. Come with me. Red leads you through the bowels of his treasure trawler. You walk past a very impressive collection of fine art and antiques, and wonder how he obtained so many priceless objects. It's always best not to ask questions that you don't want to know the answer to. He leads you to a bright red curtain covering one of the walls in the back of the boat. Okay, cousins, here's the deal. Behind this curtain are two of my latest acquisitions, found on an island to the far east of Opal Sands. One is the genuine article, the other one, a very convincing forgery. All you need to do is tell me which painting is real, and I will gladly give you the treasure this little ghosty desires. If you guess incorrectly, then I'll still sell it to you, but for 2,000,000 bells. Deal, Wisp says excitedly. Excellent. Now, behold, the scary painting. Red pulls the line on a curtain, revealing two very similar woodblock paintings of a Japanese kabuki actor, his pale face forever scowled at the audience in attendance of his performance. You carefully examine every inch of each painting. The subtlety of the brushstrokes and the bold expression present in each painting were obviously created by a master's hand. But which one is the real work of art? Clearly, there's only one way to find out. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a fox by the toe. If you win, he'll let the spirit go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. My mom told me to pick the scary painting, and you are it. You point your hands to the painting on the left and inform Red of your final decision. Are you sure, cousin? You give Red a confident nod. Well, I must say that you are absolutely correct. You have a very discerning eye for details. The treasure is yours, and may I add how very refreshing it is to know that this town is home to such a knowledgeable scholar of the arts. I should come here more often. Don't worry, I'll make sure to give you the extra special cousin's discount. Red hands over the jar containing the spirit, then gives you a wink and waves as you and Wisp exit the treasure trawler. I can't believe you managed to guess right. You must be very smart. You decide that it's best to not tell Wisp that you just made a lucky guess. A very, very lucky guess. But no time to dwell on that. The time has come to make Wisp whole again. You release all the spirits you've collected tonight. They dance and gather around Wisp, eventually coming together in a flash of otherworldly light, returning your luminescent friend to his former glory. I'm me again. Thank you so much for your help. I just hope it wasn't too much trouble. Well, I should get back home, but I promise I'll come and visit you again. Just no more spookies, okay? Take this as a thanks for all that you've done for me. Wisp hands you an orange and purple striped lollipop. It was supposed to be a present for Jack, but you should have it for being so kind to me. I'll see you again real soon. And in an instant, Wisp fades away into the night. What a strange little ghost. Well, at least you got your first piece of Halloween candy in Opal Sands.
Oh, is that for me?
An eerie voice says from directly behind you. A chill runs down your spine as you slowly turn to see the source of the voice. Before you stands a figure dressed in a purple cloak, with a jack-o'-lantern for a head. The mysterious figure gives you a courteous bow of approval, then lifts his pumpkin head to speak.
Keep up the good work. Now, go get yourself some more candy. Oh, and one other thing. Happy Halloween.
Hey there, sweetheart. Can you believe that the year is almost over? It feels like less than an hour ago it was spring. I hope you've been good this year, because Toy Day is just around the corner. We wouldn't want Santa to leave you a lump of coal. I'm just kidding. Just love this magical time of the year. The air is crisp with the sights and sounds of snow flurries, twinkling lights shine from the trees, and of course, shopping for presents. On an unrelated note, what size socks do you wear? Well, you have a Merry Toy Day and a Happy New Year. See you next year. Love, Mom. P.S. Your dad says don't forget to leave some carrot sticks and hummus out for Jingo the Black-Nosed Reindeer.
The cold of winter nips at your nose as you step outside to start your day. Glistening blankets of snow cover the ground and trees. It seems like there's magic and wonder floating in the air as the residents of Opal Sands prepare to celebrate a very merry Toy Day. The shops around town have jolly holiday displays in their windows with twinkling lights adorning almost every square inch of town. It's a wonderful sight to behold. After all, today is December 24th, and everyone is excited for Jingle and Santa to make their yearly visit. Except for one lone figure sitting on a bench in front of the resident service building. It looks like it may be Isabel. She seems lost in thought, and oblivious to the merriment that surrounds her. Perhaps it would be a nice idea to see what's troubling her. It is Toy Day after all, and earning a few points on Santa's good list never hurts anyone. You take a seat next to Isabel, who still remains lost in thought as the two of you sit on the cold bench. Oh, hello, Island Superstar, she says with a small bit of surprise in her voice. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you. I'm just a teensy bit frazzled at the moment. Wait, maybe you can... Oh no, that would be so rude of me to ask. You give her a reassuring smile and tell her that if she has a problem, you would be very happy to help a neighbor in need. Are you sure? It's a bit silly now that I think about it, but I really could use your help. You see, I want to get Mr. Nook a present for Toy Day, but he literally has everything he could ever want, and I'm not sure that anything I could buy him would be good enough to show my appreciation for all the wonderful things he's done for myself and the residents of this island. What am I going to do? She lets out a frustrated sigh as the clouds open up and a flurry of holiday snow begins to fall all around you. I love the snow. Me and my brother Digby would spend hours playing in it. We would even build wonderful snowmen when we were puppies. Actually, I remember being pretty good at building a perfect snowman. It really is too bad that we don't have time to build one right now. That's it! She stands to her paws with a look of determination. Something from the heart. Something bells can't buy. We're gonna build a snowman for Mr. Nook. Well, that is, if you don't mind helping me. The weather is perfect for building a snowman. It sounds like a hoot, actually. You give Isabel a nod of approval. Thank you so much. I promise it'll be a lot of fun. She smiles as she turns her head from left to right. But first, we're going to need a good spot to build the snowman. Somewhere where Mr. Nook won't see what we're up to. Follow me. I think I know a good place. She leads you to a small park just north of Nook's Cranny. This is the perfect spot. But I think we need a couple more helping paws for this job. For now, I'll need you to begin to build the base of our super awesome snowman. She bends down to a pile of fresh snow and starts rolling it into a little ball. You see, it doesn't look like much now, but with a little elbow grease, this little guy will become spectacular. All I need you to do is roll it on the ground until it becomes nice and big, okay? You give her a nod. Perfect. I'll be right back. Isabel smiles and heads off into the distance. You begin to roll. The work is easy at first, as the ball becomes bigger and bigger. You continue to roll the ever-growing snowball. Your mind begins to drift as you begin to think about your parents and how much you miss them during the holidays. You can remember being small and building your own snowmen with your family, rolling and building until the job was done. And while the snowmen you made were usually far from perfect, the time you spent together as a family will stay in your heart, no matter how far apart you may be from each other. This is what happens as you grow up. Eventually, you leave the nest to realize your full potential, and something strange happens. Those around you, though not related in the traditional sense, start to become your new family. A family that you build on your own from the friends and neighbors that surround you. Much like the growing ball of ice and snow, that family will become bigger with time and effort as you move forward in life. Speaking of moving forward, the snowball is becoming more like a snow boulder. But it's just like what Dad says, nothing great is ever easy. Wow, that's huge. Great job. You turn to see Isabel standing there with Timmy and Tommy, the brothers Nook. Hello, hello. they adorably say in unison. Okay, you all, it's time to build a snowman for Mr. Nook. The four of you work diligently as the snow falls and day turns into night. The hours spent building and chatting sends waves of nostalgic holiday memories floating in your mind. When you first arrived at Opal Sands, you were a stranger, and now every part of this island feels like home, a home that you spent all year building with small deeds and random acts of kindness. After just a few finishing touches, the snowman, or to be more accurate, the snow nook, is ready. It looks just like Uncle Tommy Delights. Do you think Mr. Nook will like it? You smile and give an excited nod to Isabel. Yay. Okay, Timmy, Tommy, the two of you come with me to go get your uncle. The little group heads off to the resident service building to retrieve Tom Nook. You must admit, the Snow Nook turned out pretty great. What was that sound? There it is again. Do you think it could be Santa Claus? Make way for Santa's favorite helper, Jingle the Black-Nosed Reindeer. A cheerful voice booms from just up the path as a tiny reindeer, dressed in a familiar red and white coat and hat, comes into view. Well, hello there, resident of... let's see here. Oh yes, Opal Sands. I'm Jingle, keeper of the Toy Day spirit, and right-hand reindeer of the big man himself. But everyone just calls me Jingle, the black-nosed reindeer. I hope you've been good this year. Wait a second. I know you. We at the North Pole have kept a very close eye on you and all the selfless deeds you've done for your friends and neighbors. Good job. I'll make sure the big guy leaves something extra special in your stocking. Well, it's been a pleasure meeting you and all, but I gotta go. It's a big world out there, and I have to make sure we have the all clear for Santa to make his big trip before the morning. Now make sure you go get some sleep. You know, sugar plums dancing in your head and whatnot. Jingle begins to take his leave, but stops for just a moment. Nice snow raccoon. Or is that a badger? No matter. Off to Tabasco and then Tahiti. Jingle vanishes before your eyes in a flurry of snow, leaving behind the scent of peppermint and hot cocoa. Okay, keep your eyes closed. It looks like the group has returned with Tom. Here we are. You can open your eyes now, Mr. Nook. Tom removes the paws covering his face, and his eyes become whiter than pretty much anyone has ever seen before. It's me, Tom says in a surprised voice. That's right, Uncle. It was all Isabel's idea. And you, Island Superstar, did you help create this masterpiece too? A blush comes across your face as you give a smile and a nod. Well, I don't know what to say except thank you to all of you. This has got to be the best Toy Day gift I've ever received. Oh goodness, is someone cutting onions around here? He wipes a tear from his face as he continues. Well, I could use a nice hot chocolate right now. Let's take a few pictures, and then we'll retire to the resident service building for something warm to drink. You make your way to the town square. to enjoy some cocoa and share stories of toy days past well into the night. After saying your goodbyes, you finally return to your cozy home for a nice winter's nap. The memories from this night will stay with you always as your eyelids become very heavy and you drift into a restful sleep. Time passes as it tends to do, and your first year on Opal Sands has come to a close with the ringing in of the new year. Your new friends really have become your family during these relaxing days on the island. You've seen firsthand how doing your part to help others and taking the time to have an adventure or two can really shape the world around you. As days turn into weeks and weeks turn into months, the cycle of time in life will always continue to turn. All you need to do is just try your best to experience life at its fullest each and every day that you walk on this great big wild world. That said, the final seconds of the year begin to count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wakey, wakey. You seem to have really enjoyed that dream. Hello again, and welcome back to the Dream Suite. Did you enjoy your dream walk to Opal Sands? Hopefully, it'll give you some inspiration for the real journey you're about to take on your own island getaway package when you finally wake up in the morning. The world is filled with potential new horizons to be explored. We hope that you get to know the joy of turning over a new leaf to find your true potential. And don't forget to give your parents a big hug before you go off on your adventure. On behalf of the Dream Suite staff, we wish you the sweetest of dreams. We'll see you again real soon. Thank you for listening to Sleep Mode, presented by Glitch Creative Labs. Our family continues to grow, and we would like to take a special moment to dedicate this episode to little baby Zen. Never forget that your mommy and daddy love you to the moon. On the next episode of Sleep Mode, we'll take a journey to the adventurous world of the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. We'll see you again very soon. Good night, gamers.